Hello, my name is Kimberly, and I'm going to persuade you why you should own a Yorkshire Terrier. Well, you should own one because they're cute. They can be your best friend. They're a lap dog. They don't bite. They don't bark at people unless you make them. They get along with about any pet that you have. They are well behaved. They listen very well. They are very easy to potty train. Well, you know what I mean. They're very inexpensive. They don't eat too much. The biggest they get would probably 6 pounds. They don't eat as much as a 12 to 20 pound dog would. You can buy an 8-pound bag and it'd probably last for about 2 months. You should feed them wet food, because if they're not eating hard food, which some Yorkshire Terriers do not, they do eat wet food. Some Yorkshire Terriers are very shy and they won't eat when there's people around, but there is some that do. You can do pretty much anything to them. You can dress them up, get them groomed. It's not very expensive to get them groomed because they're so tiny, and their hair, you can either have their hair long or short. They're very good when it comes to bathing them. They are very easy to own. There's not much that you have to do to them. They pretty much train by themselves, just as long as you take them out every hour or every 2 hours. But after, once you have it for a while, once it gets trained, you don't have to take it out as much. They go to the door by themselves. Well, most of them, if you train them, they'll go to the door when they have to go outside, just like big dogs would. A lot of people say that Yorkshire Terriers are very hard to train, but it's not true. If you keep on it and you keep training them to do it and don't stop and don't get irritated because they have accidents in the house, then they will be more better on going outside to the bathroom than going inside in your house or on your carpeting. They do, when they're little, they do have accidents, but that is normal. But once they get bigger, like I said, they have maybe 1 or 2 if you leave them alone by themselves for a long time. You can take them anywhere. They only go up to 6 pounds, so you can fit them in a purse or in your jacket or stuff like that. They're just a lovable little dog that you would want to own because they're not trouble. Like I said, they don't bite, they don't bark, they get along with anything and anyone. They're a very, very licky dog. They love to lick. Their moms and dads are usually around the same weight, but their dad usually weighs a little bit less, like about 4 pounds, and the mom is usually a little heavier. They're very lovable. They're just lovable, and it's so hard to pass them up because they're so cute. They're dark brown and black and gray fur, which changes how often you get their hair cut. You don't have to get them groomed as much, maybe every 9 weeks or so, once a month mainly. And the more you cut their hair, the more the color goes out. So mainly they'll be black and gray and a little bit of brown around their face. There is teacup Yorkshire Terriers. They're really small. They're probably about 1 to 3 or 4 pounds. But why would you want a little cute dog like that when you can have a little bigger one that you can actually play with and you won't step on it, or it'll be on your lap and you won't forget it's there because it's so small? But if you have a bigger size one, you could cuddle with it and stuff like that. They are a really awesome dog to own. Well, that is what I'm persuading you. I think you should own a Yorkshire Terrier because they are one of the best dogs to own. They may have problems in their knees, dislocated kneecaps, but other than that, they really don't have any health problems. You just gotta watch that they don't get cat food because they could probably get heartworms, and it could kill them if they get heartworms. But other than that, they're lovable, they're a lap dog, they're easy to groom, they're a good family dog for little kids and little babies, even though really are jealous. They get really jealous. They're not expensive at all, and I would know because I own one. My little Yorkie is going to be 2 in January, and he's the best thing that I could have ever spent my money on. Yes, there are a lot to buy one, but in the end, it's worth it. My little guy is everything that I said, but you gotta train him to become that. They train really easy, like if you want to do bang, and they'll roll over on their back. He'll lay down and then they'll crawl, but you gotta work on the training. If not, then they won't. They're a really good dog, and I wouldn't want any other dog after my Yorkshire Terrier. I will be stuck to Yorkshire Terriers just because they're good dogs, they're inexpensive, they're not expensive to groom, they're playful, they don't bark, they don't bite, and it's just the perfect loving dog to own. And that is why I think owning a Yorkshire Terrier is the best kind of dog to own, and after listening to my video, you might think so too. But that's about it. That's what I think. You should own one. They're just adorable.